Today, I'm shedding some light on a new light kit. Welcome back to the channel. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing, and hopefully by the end of this video, you will like it enough to give us a like, because that really helps. And we really appreciate you taking your time to watch this. Today, we're talking about this GODOX S60 focusing light kit. It's a 3-light kit that I recently purchased, so this is not a sponsored video. This is the kit that I paid for, and I am pretty excited about it. And I have to say, I have not been excited about lights in a while. I mean, when the LED lights first came out, that was pretty exciting because, wow, you know, we could put a few lights on a breaker and not blow things up. That was really exciting to me. But LED lights, those panels, while they're very useful and portable, you know, they have their downside too. But LED is changing the world, and what GODOX has done in this 3-light kit has been a game changer for me. I travel so much for my work, and you have to carry everything, right? And having a mishmashed batch of different lights with cables and all the attachments, I end up carrying cases and cases and cases of stuff. So when I saw this kit come available, I was pretty curious, very interested, because this has everything you need in this roller travel bag, which will fit on an airplane. And here's all the stands. This whole kit fits together. It's a little bit heavy, but it is a very, very good kit. So let's stop talking about it and actually look at it. Okay, so a little bit heavy. Excellent, excellent bag. GODOX did a great job in putting this kit together and thinking about what a traveling camera guy would need. Because when we're carrying our camera bag on our shoulder and we've got our tripod slapped around the other shoulder, to be able to grab this kit, pull the handle out and roll it like we're rolling through an airport or with a small suitcase. It's very, very good. The quality of this case is excellent. And we open up the kit and you'll see inside, inside it is very, very well thought out. They've got pockets for everything, the mesh pockets, and this is everything that comes included in this kit. When you buy the kit, this is exactly as you get it. We've got a remote. And you say, a remote for what? Well, for the lights, of course, but where are the lights? Because right now I'm seeing some cables and I'm seeing the power boxes, which we'll get to more in a little bit. Power boxes with V-mount adapters. I could power these lights with V-mount batteries. Yes, you can. But underneath of these power boxes, which I'll just take them out because it's a little bit easier, I really need to invest in a top-down camera. So Everett, put that in your notes, top-down camera next time. Okay, so underneath here, we have our lights, and there are 3 of these. So here's 2, and the 3rd one. These are the S60 lights from GODOX, and they're exciting to me because they remind me of my old light kits back in the tungsten days when I was using, you know, those very expensive bulbs that would sometimes explode if you had touched them. So it reminds me of that. It's a very similar setup. So when you look at these, you see that there is a glass lens in front of this LED. Here's all the fan heating stuff up here to eliminate the heat, but these actually don't get all that hot. And on the back, we have our multi-pin cable connector, which connects to your power bank. And we have this dial. What does this dial do? This is not a brightness dial. This dial actually controls your flood or spot. And since moving to LED panels, I have not had a light that had a flood or spot in a very long time. So this was very, very exciting to me. These are not bi-colored lights. These are just daylight balanced, which I'm a little bit disappointed in, but we'll talk about the downside of this kit a little bit later. But they are daylight balanced and they are quite bright, quite powerful, and being able to flood or spot these lights to me it's kind of a game changer when it's something that I had in the past and then I kind of lost and now I've got it back. And in this kit, if we bring this guy up here, this blew my mind that we could get light stands this strong, this small, in this kit. And again, GODOX did a great job with how they pack these stands. Inside this kit, you have another zippered mesh pocket. I'm not sure what you put in that, but I will take it. I am always up for more pockets. In this kit, we have 3 light stands. I am pulling out just one, but they fold up nice and compact. They're quite light. I'm surprised at how light this stand is and how wide this base is. Look at how wide that base is. So these stands are really, really good. I'm just going to set this guy up here while we talk about it. But you know, anybody that travels with camera gear knows how annoying and difficult it is, because you're carrying all these bits and pieces and putting everything in these cases and then trying to fit them in a vehicle, or even worse, on an airplane. So GODOX did a great job in thinking through what our needs are as professionals, and thinking through how would we pack this, bring it on a plane, bring it in a vehicle. So excellent job, really good. Again, this canvas material, just, yeah, I can't get over the quality they put into the cases, which a lot of lighting companies, they don't put that much thought and detail into the packing of their stuff. So what do we have in this kit? We get these 3 lights. Then we need to power it, of course. So it comes with 2 cables per light. Another thing that I love about this kit is they actually included all these tie straps. These Velcro tie straps, very cool. Great, great job. Okay, so we are going to attach this light, and a little bit, especially because they're new, I think once I use them more, they'll click on faster and easier. There we go. So now we just plug this part into our light, and we just take this end in, and it just plugs in like so. You push in and twist with a nice click, so we know that is there. Now I will just plug this into the wall. So clock wipe, clock wipe, clock wipe back. Okay, so we are now plugged in, and we simply just press the power button to turn this guy on. And wow, that has blown out the background. That is at 100%. We don't need it that bright. Let's bring this down. Pretty easy dial. I like this dial. It's really, really easy to use. So let's bring it right down. Let's see. I'm going to keep going because we do not need it that bright for our demonstration today. So there is 1%. Okay, we've got the ND filter on now, so I can brighten this up. So I'm going to disappear, but you'll be able to see how bright this light is. Very easy to control. I love the control features on it. This is at 9% right now, so you can see how bright just the 9% is. Now, let's try the flooding and the spotting. We turn it counterclockwise to flood, and if we want to spot this thing, we can actually dial it clockwise, and we can really focus this light in. I mean, you really could use this almost for like a theater, put a spotlight on somebody. But that's all the way spotted. That is very cool. But that's not all. There's so much more. This kit comes packed with all kinds of stuff. We've got color gels. So it's not bicolor, it's not RGB. So obviously you're gonna have to use gels to get it the color temperature that you want. But it comes with nice pre-cut color gels, very useful. It also comes with these really nice barn doors. And I have to say, I don't think I've ever been excited about barn doors before, but these ones I really, really like, because they actually have the built-in clips. So you want to put your gels or other diffusion or clip-on stuff, it actually has these clips on here. So, I mean, of course, you still may end up using clothespins or whatever, but you know what? You may not have to. These things, they work. The few times that I've used them, they've worked quite well. So I'm going to put these barn doors on this light. So to do this, basically you've got this ring right there that just slides down into these grooves. And to lock it in, you just put that guy on, and now it's locked. And you can rotate it however you like. You can really close these things down if you wanted. Okay, so you can see if we spot this with the barn doors on, we can actually create quite a slash. And the barn doors are pretty useful. We can We can turn that and give quite an effect. And that's, again, that's just at 9%. So you've got barn doors, you've got the gels, you also have soft boxes. It takes a little bit to build. Okay, so I've got those wires in, and now you've got this metal bracket that you've got to punch them into. We've got our softbox more or less assembled. I mean, it doesn't take you a ton of time to build it. I just find it a little annoying that I can't just pop it open. It is a decent softbox. Let's take the barn doors off and see how this works. Same deal. You've got this bracket here, which will slide down inside these little grooves, and you lock it in. And there's our softbox. Now let's just see how that looks. I think we need more intensity. So I'm gonna bring this up here and let's dial it up. We're at 100% now. And that is, here, let's get it full flood. Almost there. So that's about full flood there. So that is a softbox with the spot on. So the softbox is really good. It does a good job diffusing the light and spreading it out. But that is not all. One of the reasons why I was really interested in this kit is because, as it says in the name, projection. It actually comes with a lens. A lens for a light, you say. Why would you need a lens for a light? Well, my friend, let me tell you. This lens, which fits just like the barn door and the softbox did, will allow you to focus the beam. So you see that nice, hard, sharp circle. So that's great, but do you really need a hard, sharp circle? Well, you may, because it also comes with a bunch of these gobos, metal gobos. This is just one of a few, and you can order more. You can actually have your own custom ones made if you want to put your logo or something in, but it comes with a pack of different ones in here. And we can take this guy and insert the gobo in, and I can focus this if I wanted to. And there's a nice, sharp, hard pattern that we can put in. What I like to use this for is when I'm shooting an interview. Very often when I'm shooting interviews, I end up being in a space where there's flat walls and glass. You go to a hotel or a boardroom and there's nothing there. There's nothing on that wall behind your guest, behind the interviewee or the interviewer. And back in the old days, we would take some black wrap and we'd make some slashes on it or try to stick a plant in front of it and shoot through it to get some breakup pattern. And now with this, I could put one of these gobos inside and then I could just, make it out of focus. I can make it out of focus, and then depending on how far back you are, your brightness or spotting or flooding, you can actually create some background patterns. GODOX gives you a few to start out with. There's different breakups. There's even, I haven't taken the gels off these yet, but you even have some flames in here. They have a moon and stars. So let's just try this. I'm just gonna pop this guy out. It's a little awkward to unscrew this frame. You have to get your index finger and your thumb and turn these things to get this out. Not too bad. All right, I'm gonna take this. I still have the plastic on it, so but that color might actually be kind of neat for us. Here we go. And we just shove it in here. And we can sharpen that up. There, we've got a nice little scene actually with that blue gel. That is pretty cool. So that's just some of the features on this light. And also, oh, almost forgot about this guy. What is this guy, you may ask? Well, let me tell you, it is an aperture. So you want to make that spot even more narrow. And we really want to focus. We really want to focus our audience's attention on something. Well, shove this guy in here. I can narrow this right down. Look at that. I can get a real narrow spot. That is pretty wild. I don't know why you would need one like that, but we got one. So overall, this GODOX kit has been really handy. I have loved having it. I've only used it a couple months, so I've had it on maybe 5 or 6 jobs now, and it has been a dream. It has brought new life into my lighting and into my interviews, and sometimes I just lie awake at night thinking about all the cool stuff that I can do with this. So I highly recommend this GODOX S60 3 light focusing kit. If you would like to know more about it, there's a link in the description below. But I'd like to hear from you. What are your comments? What do you think? Are you better off with light panels? Are you one of those tungsten diehards like my friend Graham who only wants to use old stuff? Or is this all just too much? Let me know what your thoughts are. Make sure you hit like on this video and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Every production needs lights, and today I am talking about the GODOX kit. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for coming back with that. No. Lights are so important, but not as important as you. That's right, you are important. So please consider subscribing because my mom thinks that I'm important. And why not? Why wouldn't you want to subscribe to this video? And we've got our softbox more or less assembled, except there's no soft in the box. Okay, I'm gonna attach this guy right here. Whoops, wrong one, male to male. There's a joke in there that we're not gonna say.